According to the Food and Agriculture Association of the United Nations, around 20 to 40% of global crop production is lost to diseases and pests each year. Together, these losses cost the global economy roughly 290 billion US dollars annually. However, there's an emerging field of tech that could potentially help to solve this issue in agriculture as well as other fields, such as developing new therapies, conservation, and creating eco-friendly biofuel. Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk About, a podcast that discusses all topics in the field of science, technology, engineering, and medicine. In today's episode, we'll be delving into the field of synthetic biology, its applications, current setbacks, and how it can benefit us for generations to come. First, let's get a suitable definition for synthetic biology down. Quoting from the National Human Genome Research Institute, synthetic biology is a field of science that involves redesigning organisms for useful purposes by engineering them to have new abilities. This seems simple, however, it's more complicated than that. The part about redesigning organisms defines the use of CRISPR, which is an incredibly precise gene editing technology. According to an article in the Nucleic Acids Research Journal, CRISPR is a tool borrowed from the immune mechanisms found in several bacterial species. How it works is that it uses a guide RNA sequence to identify the gene that will be replaced. And then a protein named Cas9 comes along and snips the strand out, which then allows it to be replaced with the desired gene. This is an incredibly oversimplified version of what CRISPR is, but hopefully you get the idea. Because of CRISPR's versatility in gene editing, it allows us to create synthetically modified organisms which perfectly fit their desired use cases. Now, let's go over synthetic biology's or SynBio's application. One of the largest potential applications of this technology is in the field of medicine. For example, the study of gut microfauna is a relatively recent field of medicine which could greatly benefit from SynBio. According to a research article in the Scientist magazine, studying gut microbial communities in the human body have shown associations between it and several diseases. These diseases include inflammatory bowel disease, certain types of cancers, and neurodevelopmental disorders. Understanding the interactions between gut microbiota and the human body in depth would be a great advancement in the medical field. However, according to the research article, the gut has shown a certain degree of inaccessibility. Using synthetic biology, we could create biosensors for live diagnostic information. This has been done before, in fact. This has, in fact, been done before. A research study titled Synthetic Gene Circuits Enable Systems-Level Biosensor Trigger Discovery at the Host-Microbe Interface has done so by using bioengineered probiotics to monitor disease signals in the guts of mice. Even though mice and humans are very different anatomically, this study shows the potential for biosensor applications in humans to study gut microfauna. Another potential use of synthetic biology is genetically modifying microorganisms to produce biogas from renewable resources much more efficiently. If you don't know what a biogas is, that's okay. We're all here to learn new things. Biogas is a type of renewable fuel source which is made by processing biological material such as corn, sugarcane, or vegetable oils, which are known as feedstocks, to create biogas. The best way we can process these feedstocks is by using microbiota to ferment it to generate biogas. SynBio comes into play by making these organisms a lot more efficient by altering their metabolic processes to produce biogas more efficiently. That was a lot of words to understand. However, it just means that by using gene editing, we can just make them more efficient. In this way, SynBio can make the production of biogas easier and allow for the further development of biogas as a mainstream renewable fuel source. Synthetic biology has so many potential applications. However, there are several ethical concerns that have to be answered. For example, gene editing has several ethical complications that come with it. For example, while it can be used to rid the world of diseases such as cancer, it can also be used to create bioweapons, among other horrible things. I know that this view seems very dystopian. However, we must consider the whole picture that gene editing paints. If we want this technology to be purely beneficial, then we need to have laws and policies that ensure that that future will happen. However, we shouldn't be discouraged as a society from not using it because think about how beneficial gene editing could become. We could reduce crop loss to help solve world hunger, improve the health of billions of people, save ecosystems by creating bacteria to help clean up the soil and water, and improving the infrastructure of biogas so it can become a more mainstream fuel source as we transition away from fossil fuels. In the end, it's up to you to form an opinion on this. If you're interested in this field, I encourage you to learn more about it. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. You can email us at lettustalkabout@outlook.com for any queries and check out our website, which is linked in the description. Our sources are always mentioned down below just in case you want to learn more about the topic. Keep on learning, and I'll see you next week.